Hello everyone and welcome back to Game 5. It's been a very tight series here between Maru starting in the top right and Byun, our second Terran, starting in the bottom left. As both players picked up 2 games apiece. Byun taking down the macro game in the first game for Byun picked up the first macro game. Then Byun managed to get 2 early victories with some very tight-timed early plays in the next 2 before Byun rolled out the 2 racks in game 3. Oh, always fun to come up against the 2 racks, let's be real. Who doesn't love that? And once that happened, he was able to keep the pressure up long enough to force Maru to tap out. And that's where we are now. That's how this series has gotten here. Well, nothing enormously different. Looks like Byun's going to go for a relatively early command center here, although... Was he hiding this SCV? Maru gonna... Oh, that's interesting. By hiding that SCV until late... I do believe that Maru thinks this is another 2 racks. He's going to be heading... He's searching for this proxy right now. That is quite the piece of... Because here's the thing. Byun is absolutely the type of player that would go for a second 2 racks. And will he get the... Oh no, he doesn't get it up. Okay. If that depot had have gone up... I mean, honestly, considering he would probably be building Reapers, I don't even... although the reactor alone is probably enough to let him know that it's not some sort of proxy 2 racks. However... yes, like I said, Byun is the type of player that would go for that sort of 2 racks build 2 games in a row. However, Maru not falling for it, he built his command center on the low ground. Now, Byun got his early enough that it's still going to be down first. However, Maru's tech is slower. He has raw reapers and a widow mine. So, he did get some defensive stuff. So, Widow Mine's probably are good against a Reaper push like that. As you can just, not. Yep, that's bad times for Maru. Does manage to get everything out. However, I do feel like there is a distinct improvement in quality increase in quality of Byun's army. Just got a lot of units to scale. I feel like seeing lots of... Once you get past 8 Marines, it does feel like 8 Marines are probably going to be at least as good as 8 Reapers. Probably better. They're definitely better than 4 Reapers. I'd rather have 8 Marines than 4 Reapers. And... Well, he's not really going to able to get poke in here much. Oh, will he cleans up a Reaper? That's what I mean. They're just so squishy. They just die. And once you get a good Marine count, you can just right-click. However... Byun falls back to his base. Widow Mine picked up a kill. I'm guessing he got a Hellion. Byun continuing to try and keep some attention out on the map. not letting Maru get too spread around, too open about it. Neither player throwing down a command center yet. Both of them deciding that let's wait a minute on that. Byun, however, does look like he's putting together the money for a command center. Yep, plop that down in his main. Hellion just heading around, trying to keep an eye on things. Similar job to what the Widower's Mine is doing, just, well, considerably more effectively. I will skedaddle on out of there now that he's killed his prey. As Maru now just sieging up Byun. I assume that Marine was there to ceremonially begin the attack in the fashion of the samurai, offering the honor of the first shot to Maru. As this Liberator just continuing to both sides, just poking back and forth. Maru is slowly pushing Byun back into his base. However, now that the two Vikings are out, his Liberators are not going to be able to force this siege line any further back, and both sides move on with their lives. Maru sides, that's enough. I need some Vikings before I can do, well, much of anything. And Byun is reducing them two at a time, so Sacrificial Marine is not sacrificed. Byun's tanks feel very sad as they have failed at their one job. This Marine, however, will be ritually sacrificed, as Byun managing to get a siege up here. Liberators also sieging up. Some good tank shots. The air battle will go in favor of Maru, actually. He does manage to clean up all the Liberators. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he's going to land his Vikings just so they can be killed by the tanks rather than the Vikings. That, look, I want to call it a waste of APM, because it was. But instead we'll call it a calculated decision. It was not. That was just a panic mode press. However, both sides have taken this opportunity to establish their third bases. Maru's will not be in orbital at this point in time. However, I mean, they've got basically the same number of SCVs mining, so it doesn't matter. As they're not too far away from cutting SCV production for the time being anyway, I suspect, as tanks and Marines will become considerably more important. As will Vikings. Both players deciding to commit to the air battle this time. Two Marines in the middle of the map. Byun cries foul as the medevac turns up to ruin the 1v1. He did not follow the rules of 1v1 Maru. As Maru getting a big siege up here. Byun doing the same on the other side. Trying a little bit difficult to work out exactly what's happening. These Vikings will yeah, it turns out the 20 damage versus mechanical is that two attacks? No, it is just one. At a pretty decent attack speed will wreck tanks if you manage to avoid taking too much damage from the splash. Vikings now pushing across. Siege tanks. No upgrades for either side as of yet, aside from the obligatory stim and combat shields. As both players built more than 5 Marines, so they do want that upgrade. That's a lot of Vikings flying over. Yep, Maru does not want that command center. That will not help him in this situation. Shelling continues. Oh, Byun, he's now got Marines inside the mineral line of Maru. And This could go poorly. This is how Maru lost game 4. It just managed to get a siege up in a good position and then just got some units into Maru's main. May not have been the final nail in the coffin, but it really was what caused the game to be lost, as those Marines just... Oh, here comes Maru. Sanding everything in, bringing the boys. Lots of SCVs going down. Well, isn't 20 SCVs. He does clean it up. But is it... What happens to the next raid? As he did manage to kill 6 SCVs behind this. I'm going to guess that was some form of run by. However, Byun did lose considerably more than Maru didn't. I feel like that's not including all of the SCVs. Regardless, the tanks, yeah, catching that army out in the middle of the map. Honestly, I don't think Maru had enough for that one anyway, but Byun does manage to get his revenge for GSL and cleans up week 8 of the KSL, collects his $400, and interestingly enough, I believe that is the first KSL that Maru has entered that he has not won. So, good, well played for Byun, and thank you all for watching, those of you who managed to get to the end. If you have, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing, and I will catch you all next time. Goodbye.